Do I need to turn my budget up in order to scale? Absolutely not. If you want to scale your own online course, there's three questions you must ask yourself. We'll go over them right now. Hello, my name is Reggie Gardner, and I'm a partner with Anthony Morrison. And welcome to a new video where we're going to teach you a little bit about how to scale your online course. Listen, I would love it if scaling was as simple as a guru say. Hey, look, our ads are working. Let's increase the budget. But here's the thing. The truth is that's not what scaling is. Scaling can be defined as the ability to sell more of your online courses per day, right? This is a complicated process, but if you ask yourself a few simple questions, that's what I'm going to teach you in this video. I can show you how to take your online course from let's say you're doing 4 figures a month. Maybe you can get up to 5 or 6 or even 7 figures a month. Now, why should you even trust me? Well, because over the past decade, Anthony sold over $100 million worth of education and courses. Anthony frequently does launches of our courses that will result in upwards of sometimes even 7 figures in a single weekend. In fact, sometimes 7 figures in a single day. So trust us when we say scaling is not as simple as just increasing the budget for your ads, okay? So here are a few things that I think you need to think about when you're truly ready to double the size of your business, okay? Number one, do I have enough margin to cover my scaling? So what does that mean? Look, it's a proven fact when it comes to running ads, the more money you spend per day, the lower your profit margin is going to be. That's simply because the more you scale, the wider your audience reach is going to be. So, if you're only spending, let's say, $100 a day and you're breaking even, you don't have enough margin to scale. What you need to do is work and wait until your offer has enough profit margin for you to be able to make money. When you scale, you can eat up some of the loss in margin. It's like if you're going fishing. Okay, you say, I want to catch a certain type of fish. Let's just say you want to catch catfish. So, what you do, you go to a catfish pond, right? Now, maybe there's not a ton of catfish in there, but all that's in there are catfish. So, every time you cast your line, you throw it out there, you catch a fish. It's the right fish. It's what you wanted. It's the catfish because it's in a catfish pond. You're in a very small audience and very small circle, right? But then, let's say one day you wake up and you're like a man that wants to catch more fish, and so you go to a big lake. This big lake has catfish, it has bass, it has crappie, it has tilapia, it has all kinds of fish in it. You cast, and guess what? Sometimes you may attract the wrong type of fish, and that fish doesn't bite. That doesn't mean that you can't catch more catfish. If you're in a massively big pond or a big lake, you can catch more catfish, there's no doubt. But you're also going to work a little harder. There's going to be a little more losses, other types of fish that are going to bite that are not what you want. That's kind of what I'm talking about when I say, do you have enough margin to scale when you scale into a bigger audience? You're scaling into audiences that are not as specific to what you're selling. You're getting into a more generalized audience, and that means you're going to catch a lot of fish that are not going to bite. They're not interested in actually buying your course. Therefore, you're going to spend the money to run ads and you're not going to get the sale. So, what that means is you need to have a profit margin. Super, super important. So that as you scale, you can still remain profitable. Number two, do I have enough resources to cover my scaling? This may sound so simple, but you wouldn't believe how many times we've seen people overbook their calls or take way too many clients when they're scaling. Why? Because they didn't realize just how much their life would actually change, just how much more time would be required when they scale up. You have to carefully balance what it looks like to bring more people to your team, to handle more customers, and remember, more people again equals less margin. I told you this wasn't going to be easy. Again, you got to have that profit margin again. So that as we scale, we can bring more people on our team. Those people can support and help all these new customers. Super, super, super important. Question number 3. Do I have enough follow-up to scale? The fact is, most of your yeses will come from your no's. So what does that mean? Most people who eventually buy from you are going to be the people who told you no the very first time. So if you want to make sure that you're scaling properly, you need to make sure that you have a system in place to follow up and nurture the leads that don't initially purchase from you. Here's an example. Yesterday we sold about 153 units across some of our courses, but we generated literally thousands of leads. So we sold 153 courses and generated thousands of leads. If you want to truly scale, stop thinking about how you can reach more and more and more people and start thinking about how you can turn those thousands of leads into buyers over time. And I don't just mean like a simple little 3 email follow-up system for my leads. Literally, I've built a 5-day email sequence selling that specific product, then a 10-day email sequence promoting something else. If they didn't purchase that initial product, then a 180-day email sequence giving them more valuable content and information to see if there's something else they might be interested in, and that doesn't even scratch the surface. We actually have a 7-year email sequence that goes out. The point is, if our leads show an interest, we never give up on them. And if you want to scale your business, you need to be thinking about how you're following up and nurturing all of the people that express interest in what you have, but don't initially buy. You put something up so that it will legitimately last for 30 days and then falls on its face. We build out long-term a substantial or a sustainable systems and processes. Now listen, I know this can sound a little bit confusing, but if you really want to scale your online course to build the freedom you've always wanted, then learning these strategies literally, it's a non-negotiable thing. That's why Anthony put together a completely free training and case study that allows you to take a peek at the entire system and my processes, and it really allows you to see how he's run a $100 million online course operation. If you'd like to see that all, there's a link right below this video. And if you like what you see in the video, and if you like the case study and the training, you'll even have an opportunity to work directly with Anthony, where he'll help you put all these systems in place for your business so you can scale your online course sales to insane numbers just like he has. The fact of the matter is, there's a right way and a wrong way, and then there's a million other ways in the middle. When it comes to doing an online course, we've got our strategy, we've got our way, we've got our systems, we've got our processes. They're crushing it for us, and they're working amazingly well. And one of the things that we do is we build and scale for long-term success. I want you to write that down. Long-term success. What we do not do is try to scale that as we scaled every single month. We make more and more and more money. We don't have the peaks and the valleys like a lot of people do. We're continuing to rise because we're basically tacking on and layering on new processes and new things that are going to help us scale and help us to go to new levels. So again, I've put together a case study for you. You can check it out. It's completely free. It's right below this video. There's a link for that, and you can check it out. If it's something that you're interested in, if you're a current course owner and you're looking to scale it and makes total sense for you, if you're a consultant that's maybe just looking to stop doing consulting and trading time for money, but you're really wanting to take that knowledge and put it into an online course that works really well for you. If you're just somebody that's a beginner and you're just looking to make money on the internet, it's probably not something that's going to help you. This is specifically for people who want to sell online courses, but I invite you to take a look at it Listen to what Anthony has to say. I believe in the case study, we really break down the processes we use for scaling your online course. And I ask you the three same questions about it in this video. All I'm doing is showing you a peek inside our system and how I've answered those questions and how I've addressed those things so that maybe you can duplicate for yourself and for your business.